Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised.
Hey guys, welcome back to another week of fuckery. We're your disappointed but not surprised co-host. I'm Addie.
I'm Alex.
So we haven't recorded in forever.
It's been like 3 weeks.
It's been like 3 weeks.
Sorry.
And to all our avid listeners, we know you're very upset, but we had other circumstances that we needed to take care of. And Claude, our 40th episode guest, has been dealing with things in Texas with all the freezing that's going on there recently. And
yeah, it's crazy there.
Everybody dying, pretty much freezing on the streets to death. So we had some things. But anyway, so guys, Claude is back.
Yes.
Claude is back. Back again. So we love having Claude on our episodes. Guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, go to every 10th episode that we do. Our reoccurring shit show storm of a guest Claude comes on. He has a doozy of an episode to talk about tonight. I cannot wait for this. I know the story. Alex knows brief of it, but it's amazing. But before we call into Claude, so Alex and I had a day. We're probably a little tired tonight because we were in New York City all day. We did another combo session. For anybody that doesn't know what combo is, tell them what it is.
Basically what it is it's the secretion from a frog that's found in the Amazon. And they take the secretion from the frog's back and then they ship it over here like on tongue depressors. And what do they call them? Like not a shaman, but like your person that's administering the combo.
It's a shaman. So the guy that last time was a shaman, and this time we did a different lady because the shaman that we had last time, basically he says combo doesn't speak to him anymore. She is technically a master combo practitioner,
yeah, that's what they call it. So she administers it to us. So what they do is they burn 4 or 5 points on your arm, little holes, and then they take the secretion off of the stick from the frog and they put it on the holes.
Yeah, they take incense, so like an incense stick, and they'll burn like a tiny hole in our arm. So the venom seeps in.
Yeah, so basically we're poisoning ourselves.
We're poisoning ourselves to feel better in life.
Yeah. And then, but it cures, like, you're supposed to do it like once every 3 months. It gets rid of like chronic illnesses.
Yeah.
It's supposed to really help with. It helps with addiction. It helps with
just energy, clearing stagnant energy.
Yeah, anxiety.
Lethargic. Yeah, anxiety.
The last time I did it, I had so much energy afterwards. But so this time, so what they do, she blew like this hot-based stuff in our noses.
Yeah, it's a tobacco powder that is blown in your nose that like literally goes in your nostril and it burns the fuck out of your brain.
Yeah, it feels like your head's on fire.
You feel it like seeping all the way in, going up and around, and then it goes down to your heart and your anxiety is just like, oh, it's gone, even though your brain's burning.
Yeah, they say it like goes to where you need it to go. Yeah. And it's like you're supposed to think good thoughts with it because it's clearing like your energy.
But my brain was just burning.
Yeah, the first time I did it, I was like, that wasn't bad. This time I was like, holy shit.
I was just like laughing at you.
My eyes started immediately like spitting water out of them, and I was like,
you look like you had just come from like a sobbing fit.
I felt like I was.
Yeah,
I was like,
your eyes
holy
were super
shit,
puffy.
my eyes were watering like a motherfucker. I was like, Jesus Christ. So then we do that. Then we did the actual combo. So we poisoned ourselves. Well, the woman poisoned us. So we sat with it for like 30 minutes on our burn holes.
Yeah. I was just chilling.
Addie did not throw up.
I did not throw up at all. Last time I got really sick. This time I'm just like chilling. I'm like, all right, like I can go for a walk right now.
Not me. I puked.
Alex was puking and I just started like laughing at her.
Yeah, she was laughing at me. I was like, oh my God.
And then I'm trying not to laugh because I felt
Because
like
it's supposed to be like a serious
it's supposed
thing,
to be
and
a
you're
serious
supposed to be
ceremony.
like,
Yeah, and I thought the lady was going to be mad at me.
yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing when she was doing her like Om Shanti Shanti and like hitting the
was,
floor
like-
and spinning around for
Yeah.
the prayer in the beginning. I just started like,
I couldn't look at
laughing.
her. I just closed my eyes because I was making eye contact with you, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna burst out laughing.
It's the
This
church
bitch.
giggles, man. Once you start laughing in like serious
I know,
situations, you can't stop.
I know, because I think we were kind of anxious to even be doing it,
Yeah.
because it's like you never know,
Right.
like whatever. But yeah, I puked. Not as bad as the first time though. The first time I did it, it was like Exorcist style.
Yeah.
This time it was just like it was a night out of drinking, and I felt like shit, and I threw up a few times. So then they wipe it off after like 30 minutes when
Yeah.
she feels that like you've had enough of the medicine and it's done its job for you. Like they could feel that stuff. It's like what they're drawn to, like what they're inclined to do.
Yeah.
And then she put these eye drops in our eyes.
What were the eye drops called?
Singana? Hold on. I looked at
Sagaya?
Sananga.
Sananga. It's tree bark something. And
Yeah.
it's eye drops that she put in our eyes that made our eyes burn.
Like burned to the point where I was like wriggling on the floor.
I kind of was like,
Yeah, I was like pulling on my like freaking sport bra. I was like, whoa. And then she's like, did you blink? I'm like, yeah, what the fuck you think I'm wiggling like this for? I'm dancing to your fucking song that you
It
were
did.
singing?
It made you do like a wiggle.
Yeah, because it burned so bad.
It felt like you got like cleaning product in your eyeballs or like really heavy
And
shampoo.
a large amount of like acid. But so basically it has like antimicrobial properties, antifungal properties, anti-inflammatory. She said it's supposed to clear out negative energy, open up your third eye,
Yeah.
which I'm all about. And also, what was the other thing? Oh, help you see
Vision.
sharper.
Yeah, and Alex is blind.
I'm blind as shit, but I really, not that I could see better, like distance wise, but I felt like things were sharper looking
On
when
the
we
drive
left.
home from the city, you're like, I can see that. I can see
Yeah,
that. I
like
can see
it
that.
just felt like a lot sharper. Like the colors were more vibrant to me. But it could be psychosomatic. But who knows? I like to believe in it.
I
so.
love to believe in that. I just hope we feel good tomorrow because the last year when you did it, the next day you got up, you were like
I
going
felt
for
great.
runs. You
Yeah.
were like, I'm reading books. I'm gonna write a life novel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna conquer the world and become president.
Yeah, I felt amazing.
I didn't feel any different the next day. I felt no different the last time, but
Yeah.
maybe tomorrow I will.
Hopefully.
But maybe not because like I didn't even puke from being poisoned.
I know, but she said sometimes you don't.
I don't think I drank enough water to throw up, where the last time the guy was like forcing water down my throat.
Yeah. So I guess everybody does it differently. Like
Right.
the first time the practitioner made us drink like
So much
a
water.
lot of water.
And then he gave us these like industrial sized buckets to puke in.
Yeah, this she made us drink like one glass of water.
With like minerals in it.
Yeah, so I think those are for like our electrolytes.
Yeah.
And then that's probably why I wasn't so violently ill.
But I remember dying afterwards. Like I drove home 2 hours in traffic from the city tonight. We got sushi afterwards. We were like chilling. The last time I ended up passing out on my couch and like literally canceling all plans and dying afterwards.
Yeah, I definitely napped last
I
time
cleaned
after.
my floor last time though because the fucking shaman pissed all over my floor because he missed the fucking toilet instead of like being a big boy. He peed all over the front of my floor. I remember that. But yeah, it was fun overall.
It was, and I felt really good after. I was like, damn.
I know. I liked our little practitioner lady.
Me too. She was cute. She was like 50, did not have one wrinkle.
She didn't have one fucking wrinkle on her.
She looked great. She was super nice.
Yeah, so nice.
But she had the combo scars all over her.
Like, I would say like hundreds.
Hundreds, yeah.
Hundreds, like covering her arm, like tribal.
Well, I think to get certified, you have to do it like hundreds of times, because I remember the first guy told me that to get certified, he had to do like 10 sessions in one day of
That's
it.
a lot.
Yeah, so that if you're burning 5 times, that's 50
fucking
burns on
her.
you. So
She looked
yeah.
like she had like thousands almost, because both of her arms were covered. Then she had her wrists covered. Her legs were apparently covered.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. That's too much for me. But yeah, overall it was good. We recommend it to anybody. It's Kambo, Kambo. We do it in New York City, but I'm sure you can find it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend going to somebody that you know of that does it.
Yeah, she was even saying, like, don't just go to anybody. Get a referral from someone.
Right. Because also you can, like, even if you go to, like, out of the country for it, like in the Amazon,
Yeah,
you
like,
could be getting some weird shit.
right, exactly.
Like, you probably could be getting, like, for example, ayahuasca, but it could be mixed with God only knows what.
Exactly. So, and
she did ayahuasca like 100 times.
She said she's drank it 100 times. I almost fell off.
Because you're like, how do you get that zen? And then she's like, well, I drank ayahuasca like 100 times.
Yeah, I was like, God damn.
She's like straight DMT.
I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, because I was like saying like how I want to do ayahuasca. That's how I found out about the combo and stuff. And then she was like, yeah, well, and then I was like, yeah, I wanted to go to Peru, this and that. And she was like, they do it right here in Brooklyn every weekend. And I'm like, really? And she's like, and for someone who's drank it over 100 times, I've had my best experience in Brooklyn. I was like, fuck yes. I don't even have to spend that much on a plane ticket.
Yeah, I don't really recommend doing it 100 times.
No, and I definitely want to do combo a few more times before I graduate to ayahuasca.
Yeah, that's like a 12-hour fucking trip, and sometimes you do not see shit that you want to see.
Right, like you see demons and stuff.
Yeah, it's bad.
So
what was the guy that we did last time? He was saying that he had like
in a succubus.
Mosquitoes. No, the mosquitoes were after him. They were like
Really?
headless mosquitoes attacking him during his trip.
Oh, and he told me that he had like a succubus, like
a sexual demon attacking him. Which wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I feel like that's most of my exes.
Oh my God.
All right, guys, we're going to call into Claude. We are so excited to have him on.
Yes, we are.
I'm not even going to intro it. Guys, here's Claude. Hey,
Claude.
Hey, ladies.
Claude,
how y'all doing?
We're so excited to do this with you for our 40th episode. This is our 4th time recording with you.
All right, yeah.
Claude, so Claude and us have been trying to get together for the past couple of weeks, but you've been crazy busy. Tell us about what's been going on.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's Texas. I'm in Houston, Southeast Texas. So we had a freeze, and it caused havoc. And we got like a little bit of snow, and it's only snowed here. It's only snowed here maybe 3 times in my entire life. And so the roads froze over, and they just shut down the city because nobody knows how to drive on ice. So they just shut it down.
I lived in Charleston for a few years, and if there was like an inch of snow, they would completely shut the city down because they had no snow plows, nothing. But you guys were like crazy. Like you had major freezing. I mean, people were dying where you were.
Yeah, we had people die.
Yeah.
It was old people. They said 25 people died because of all this. And because, there's a lot of politics behind the grid, the power grid going out.
Right.
Texas has its own grid separate from the rest of the United States. So, and it's just incredibly politically run. It's a non-government entity. So, people are, crucifying Ted Cruz for leaving. They're like, hey, he went to vacation in Mexico. Well, he had nothing to do with, there's nothing he could have done. He's a state senator that deals with, senatorial issues, not privately run non-governmental agencies.
Yeah.
So, it's just really corrupt and political. So hopefully they're getting to the bottom of it. They've already had all of the people on the board have already resigned, in shame, and they're looking at possible charges later. But other than that, the equipment and everything was fine. It was just it was all politics. So anyway, my point is I hate dealing with politics, but so it caused people to just to freak the fuck out. And they were freezing to death, and nobody has like big winter jackets down here. We're right on the Gulf, so people were freezing, and a kid died from hypothermia. It was it was crazy. Nobody here. I mean, very few people here have fireplaces. If they do, it's just just shit. It's for looks.
Right.
It's got like fake logs in it. A fake fire.
Well, they were like going to Home Depot and getting like pallets of wood and burning them.
Yeah, they were. And Home Depot was everybody's pipes broke. Their the pipes froze, and we use PVC down here because we, up until now, have never had a reason not to. And so everybody's pipes burst, and so they were. Home Depot's been completely sold out of pipe. And it's just been a nightmare, man. It was a nightmare. And we're answering calls. As a cop, I'm answering calls that were just people fighting with each other inside. They're already pissed off about COVID. They've been locked up for the last year with each other, and this was just the deciding factor. And let me tell you something, too, man. When people's pipes freeze and it gets, this cold, nobody takes a shower, and everybody stinks. Especially in these houses, man. Oh, God. But it was horrible.
Did you just like walk into their house? It's like, oh man, you reek.
It's like B.O.T.Z. balls. Ah! Oh yeah. So anyway, so I was supposed to be on with y'all the other night, but then I got a call because we had a jumper off a bridge, and the guy got up there and was threatening to jump, and he's, I'm gonna do it. And the funny thing is this particular bridge has a monofilament net about 15 feet below the edge that extends out about 20 feet, so nobody can see it at night. And so the guy finally gets his balls and jumps, and he lands in the net. No! He's screaming, no! Oh, and I hate heights, man. I'm scared shitless of heights, and I'm at the top of this damn thing trying
Claude,
to.
Me too.
Oh yeah, so when he jumped, I made this horrible noise, and all my, I'm still a rookie cop, man. So all the guys that were there, the veterans that are there, they're all just like, "What the fuck was that noise you made?" They're like, "Are you a man or a woman? What was that?" And it was the only thing I can describe is that when the guy jumped, I went, "Whoa!" like that. And I was trying to, if I could go back in time and use my diaphragm and make it more, no, it would have been saved me hours of ridicule from my coworkers.
They were calling you Mrs. Gillespie the entire night.
Yes, they were. Yeah, and I'm still traumatized by it, man. It's traumatic. So,
you sent me a video of it. I said the best description of that was like Cam from Modern Family. That like, wah! Like the high pitched.
That's exactly what it was. And one of the guys behind me even said, "Whoa, what are you gonna do? Hit him with your purse?" I was like, "Come on." But yeah, I'm laughing about it now. But at the time, I was shaking like a leaf, man. It was traumatic.
So what did the guy do? Was he just like pissed off when he leaped from the net?
Yeah. He was then when we were pulling back up, he was, thank you for saving me. And it's like one of the told him, he stopped. He was hyperventilating and everything. And one of the officers grabbed him before they put him in the ambulance. And they said, he goes, "Listen," he grabbed him by both shoulders. He goes, "Calm down, shut up, shut the fuck up, listen. He goes, you have a second chance at life, sir. Use it wisely." I was like, that was the most Hollywood thing he could have possibly. Camera, so awesome. It was like you could see the epiphany on the guy's face, like, "I lived." It was like
a white light moment from that.
Yeah, dude, that's what it was like, something out of a movie.
Oh my God.
And I'm screaming like a girl, and he's giving life advice, and I'm just running circles, winging my wrists. But
The hand flare, like, what?
yes, jazz hands, and and so, but yeah, so that was the night I was supposed to talk to you, and all that was going on, and I couldn't at the time. I couldn't, break and say, hey, okay, let's do this. Hold on, guys, I got to do a podcast interview.
We have a jumper, but please hold the jumper because I got a fucking podcast interview to do to update the family about the last time what we spoke about.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So the last time you were on, you were telling us you had just started a relationship with a new girl. Basically, so let's go from there.
Okay, so she's a little, I wouldn't say sociopathic. I don't know, mild of a term, but yeah, she went through my Facebook page.
Well, first she went through our text messages.
That was a while ago. Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago. And she went, Who is Ashley? Screaming.
Yeah, because that's how I am in your phone is Ashley Dominguez, my Facebook name.
Right. And she was just furious because, we were talking about filthy things.
Well,
I was talking about her.
Yeah, you were talking about filthy things about her, and then you sent me all her nudes.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
I have like full nude tit pictures of her in my phone from our conversation.
But not for nothing, we had to get a good look.
We had to get a good look because you were telling us, and you were calling her UN pussy the last time too.
Right.
And like she saw that you were calling her UN pussy to me, and then you sent me like all her nudes.
We had to verify. Right.
Yeah. And I was proud of it because she's got huge tits. I had to show them off.
Right.
But so she's we've broken up 37 times in a month since then.
Oh shit.
And yeah, man, we're we didn't talk last night, and then today she called me. We have to talk. Come over after work. And the worst phrase in the human language is we have to talk.
Right. Like, what are we talking about? It's either like something important or she's pregnant or something like that.
The anxiety goes through the roof after that.
Oh, by the way, man, thank goodness, but she started menopause. I don't have to worry about it because she told me she had her tubes tied, and so I'm just free ball basting her pussy every night, man. I'm just filling it. And it's shooting all up in there. And I never even thought twice about it. It's like I forgot how babies were made. And then she tells me the other day, she said, holy shit, I'm 3 weeks late on my period.
Oh, like, no. She's already has like 90 kids from like all different types of men,
all different countries. Yeah. And so I said, fuck, man. And it was during the freeze. She goes, you need to go get me 3 pregnancy tests. I said, fuck, you're breaking. What? You told me your tubes were tied. She's like, yes, I haven't had a period. Dude, I saw that period, you idiot. And she's like, this could be some kind of miracle.
No.
And I'm thinking, oh, Lord. So I run to the Walgreens. They're closed. Everybody's closing early because of the freeze. And I banged on the door to this lady. I said, man, I'm emergency. I need pregnancy tests. The lady was like, oh, okay. So she opened the door, let me in, and I got to get the pregnancy test. So she took 3 of them. They're all negative. It turns out she goes to the doctor. Doctor said, welcome to menopause.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah. So, and the worst part is that she does it. She doesn't think she is.
Right. And then you call her crazy, and she becomes even crazier.
Oh, loses her shit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what's going on now. But anyway, so she went through my Facebook page, not having my phone or anything, just, we're friends on Facebook. She goes through my page, and every single post I put, and I'm pretty active on Facebook up until recently when I got fired from a police department for my social media activity. And believe it or not, it was not sexual harassment. And
it was politics.
Yeah. And so I got rid of my social media for the most part. He goes into my page and started going to every single thing, every single post I ever made, and there was, and I post all day long, when I have downtime.
Right.
And anytime there was a heart emoji from somebody, she would look up that person. And if it was a female, she made a list.
No,
psycho.
I didn't know she made a list. You didn't tell me this
She
part.
wrote the names down on a piece of notebook paper.
That's weird.
And handwritten. And she was like, oh, this fucking bitch thinks she can fucking heart react my boyfriend's post? Fuck this cunt. How long has she been fucking him? And so she sees, this mutual, you and I have a mutual friend, Trisha.
Yeah.
And so Trisha had a new, she heart emojied something I put, that I posted. So she starts stalking on Trisha's page. Like, right. Who is this bitch? And so she looks at the profile picture and I guess she's got it public, Trisha does. And she sees where I reacted with a heart emoji. And I said, whoa, mama. Or I said, whoa, hot mama.
Or goddamn.
Like yeah, I think you said goddamn.
I said, yeah, that's right. That's what I said. God damn. And so that's what I put. And and it's just a picture of her face because I think Trisha has huge boobs, but she's really self-conscious of them, but they're glorious.
Yeah.
And she has no reason to be self-conscious. And so she only puts neck up pictures. And so that came to be my saving grace because so I get the we need to talk phone call. And so I get over there, and I told her, I said, I really fucking hate it when you do that. I said, I hate that phrase. I hate it when you either tell me or don't tell me, then wait till you're with me and tell me. Don't tell me, we have to talk. Then I'm going to get nervous, I'm going to have diarrhea, and I'm going to fucking worry my ass off the whole way wondering who you caught me cheating with, allegedly. Which is usually true. So, but so I get get there, and she says, "This Trisha." And I said, well, a girl on Facebook, why? She goes, well, I saw that you heart emojied and you said, goddamn, on her photo. And I just want to know how long it's been going on and how long you're going to make me look like a fool. No, it goes off. And I said, what? And I'm still trying to process it. Like, heart emoji?
Yeah, but you posted the heart emoji like weeks before you were even dating you and Pussy.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. It was weeks before. And I'm still trying to figure it all out. Like, I'm like, this can't be what I think it is because that's just fucking crazy. So it turned out it was. She's like, and you heart emojied her photo and you're fucking her and how long has that been going on? She's going crazy. And I said, well, how? I just put that on there to be polite. She, she always is very, polite and nice to me. When I post a photo, she says, you look handsome, you look great. And I said, I was just returning the favor. And I said, besides, and she's not buying it. I'm looking at her face. And so I just threw out the Hail Mary, man. I said, besides, she's in a wheelchair. And she's not in a wheelchair.
Trisha's not in a wheelchair at all.
Yeah, no. She's very active. And I just start thinking, like, my mind's going a million miles an hour, and I'm processing all the photos I've ever seen of her. And I'm starting to realize, oh, thank God, they're all from the neck up.
Right. Trisha,
there's no pictures
from the neck up.
Yeah, there's no pictures of her, standing or walking. So I'm like, oh, thank goodness for her being so self-conscious. And so you and Pussy's furious, man. She's like, she said, you're fucking a woman in a wheelchair? I was like, no, completely. That's not, the exact opposite of my intention. I said, no, obviously not. I said, I just said that because she's in a wheelchair and I'm trying to, make her I was just trying to, be nice and make her, be kind to her. And so she got, she started, and I could tell she started looking, furiously thumbing through her phone. And I could tell she was going to her profile and looking through the pictures to see, saw a picture of her in a wheelchair. And she was, well, I don't see any wheelchairs in here. And I said, well, she's very self-conscious. So anyway, I hung up. I got out of that with her. The first thing I did was I said, I got to poop. And I ran to the bathroom. And I grabbed my phone. And I'm like madly texting Trisha. I'm like, and I said, hey, if this crazy girl contacts you, you're in a wheelchair. Just trust me, please.
But Trisha goes along with it too.
So yeah, she went along with it. She's still going along with it.
No, now it's become like a running joke. Like, okay, so you have to tell what the other friend did as a prank to Trisha.
The
cameo.
Oh, okay.
The cameo.
Right. So this other friend of ours gets a cameo of Necklace Big Ed from 90 Day Fiancé to do a cameo for Trisha, because Trisha's being such a good sport about everything. And the cameo and Big Ed is like, that little nutless alien voice is. He's like, I just want to tell you, you just keep your head up, and one day you'll walk again. It'll be good. You'll walk again. I promise you. You just got to be positive. Just think legs. You can walk. You can do it. And
Big Ed thinks Trisha's in a wheelchair too.
Yeah. And so Big Ed did a cameo just for Trisha. Oh yeah.
So does UN Pussy still thinks Trisha's wheelchair bound, right?
Yeah, because at that point that solidified my claim. So I said, hey, UN Pussy, if you don't fucking believe me, look at this. And I showed her the Big Ed cameo. and she's like, gosh, damn, really? Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so every once in a while she still busts it back out. She's like, and I just know you're so weird things. You want to fuck amputees, and it's on your list, and it's gonna be a girl in a wheelchair. And I know you're fucking that woman in that wheelchair.
You want to fuck amputees?
God, can you imagine the penetration in an amputee? Like, you could get balls deep in that thing, deeper than any other pussy ever, because there's no legs in the way.
That, I have to say, that's true.
It would be like fucking a pocket pussy. There's nothing in the way. I'm perfectly fine with that.
That'll be your next doublelist mission.
I've been trying for my entire life.
I mean, there's forums out there for it. You can go on Reddit. You could go on Doublelist for it. I mean, there's so many different forums for that.
I've tried. What I find is that there's for every 1,000 fucking looky-loos that are just, interested in it and want to see it or want to think they want to try it, there's maybe one legless whore that'll do it, And the other ones want relationships.
Oh, yeah. That's a problem.
Yeah, I kind of like want to fuck that midget. But I finally fucked a midget.
Wait, when?
Wait, you did?
When?
Yeah. About 5 years ago.
5 years or 5 months?
Yeah. No, 5 years. It was like a lifelong goal. And I have a bucket list, sexual bucket list. And I met this, I was at a strip show, and, I took her out 2 times because she was a stripper, and I took her out twice to dinner, and then finally I got to fuck her on the second date because she said, all these guys have these fucking sick bucket lists, and all they want to do is fuck a midget, and they think because I'm a stripper, I'm a whore. And I'm like, well, I fucked you on the second date, so I mean,
True.
Status quo.
So did you call her again? Did you have a relationship with this, or was just this was a one-time thing?
No relationship. I just, I didn't particularly like her. I mean, I wouldn't have been opposed to it because it was really kind of a turn on.
Oh, and, the midget thing?
Yeah, she smelled funny though, man. They smell real weird. They smell like wax, like waxy. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know, man. It's not something I want to pursue, But but it was great while it lasted. Every once in a while, I still jerk off and think about it.
Like wax feet?
What?
Wait,
Yeah,
what do they
yeah.
smell like? Wax feet?
Yeah, like wax. Like they smell like feet and wax. Like it's weird. I don't know if that was exclusive to her or if all midgets smell that way. But since she represents all midgets, all one of the midgets I've had sex with, I have to imagine that they all smell that way. She wasn't dirty or anything. She just smelled. It was just a weird smell. It was like you know how black people say that white people smell like wet dog.
Yes. Yeah.
It was kind of like that. It was kind of a wet dog, waxy foot smell.
You know what? I've never actually sniffed a tiny person, so I think that's something new. That might be on my bucket list.
I think they have a weird pH balance.
Oh, I could see that. Like how heavy people sometimes, like their pheromones, like give off a wafty smell of like pussy sometimes.
Yes.
We have a biller at our office that smells like she kind of looks like a rotten pickle. Oh, I told you about the pickle.
You should. Yeah, we talked about the pickle.
I told you about it. Yeah, she looks like a rotten pickle, and she's a hefty woman, and she smells like dirty vagina sometimes. I think it's her like pheromones are like giving off scents because I don't think they can like clean all the way in certain places when you get to like a certain 400 plus pounds.
I think you're right, man. I think you're right. And they we were talking about her, and as a matter of fact, when I get a boner in inappropriate places,
You think of
I
her.
have to think of it.
Yeah.
I have to see her to make it go away.
Yeah, because
That's
I
bad.
sent you her picture because she sent us like a sweaty picture of her one time after a night of binge drinking in the bathroom, like naked, to prove that she wasn't feeling good so she could take a day off of work.
Yeah, and the trap, if she looked at a trap house, there was no sheets on the bed.
Yeah, she doesn't have
like
any
wood
sheets
paneling.
on her bed. Yeah,
Blech.
she doesn't put sheets on the bed. She just sleeps on like a dirty mattress, and she's a crazy alcoholic. Like she literally comes in smelling like sweating out vodka. And I guess, I don't know, maybe she just like sweats out the vodka on the sheets. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that was brutal. She was horrible.
Yeah, she's pretty rough. I actually like her a lot more now than when I did because I think she's curbed the drinking because she was always showing up like an hour and a half late, like sweating a booze, and she was always clocking out, claiming it was COVID, but it was really just
And
fucking
also
alcohol.
getting mayo and ketchup on your paperwork.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She always got like condiments on all of my paperwork. Like there was like mustard stains and mayonnaise on my paperwork one time after she was finished billing it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Addie would send me pictures. I'm like, that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, there was always condiments from her fucking hoagie on my paperwork.
That's fucking horrible.
Right? So much.
Oh.
I had like Go-Gurt spills on it one time. It was like a lot going on.
Oh my gosh, that's deplorable. Ugh.
So what else is going on with you, Claude? Anything new? So you're broken up with you and Pussy now, but you think she's going to get back with you tonight.
Well, yeah. She told me that. Okay, I have a thing about. She's very. She loves to. She's very nurturing.
Okay.
Like she loves to take care of me. You know, like she's a great cook, and she loves to cook for me. She loves like the tradition. She loves being a traditional role of the housewife. She loves being in that role. You know, and so she loves cooking. She loves like doing my laundry. You know, and I feel like I've been a single guy for a long time, and like first of all, I don't want her doing my laundry because I'm a sweaty, gross, disgusting freak. I mean, everything's covered in masturbation from cum and from me jerking off everywhere. I'm at the gym all the time. I got sweaty clothes. It's gross. Like, don't do my laundry. I'll do it.
Do you have skid marks?
Basically. No, I'm very proficient with the paperwork,
Okay.
but to a fault. You know. So she's but she, you know what? She wouldn't even care if I had skid marks. She was still doing, you know, she doesn't care. So I finally broke down. I had to do my laundry, and I was like, man, I haven't done my laundry. I got to do my laundry tonight. I can't come over. She goes, well, just bring your laundry. We can do it here at my house. And I said, that's good. I'm good. I'll just do it at home, you know, some other time. And she goes, no, just bring it. And I thought, she don't want to. All right. So I just grabbed my laundry and I had a bunch of dirty laundry in my truck already from the gym, and so I just threw my bag in there and went over there. So we started doing the laundry, or I started to do it. She goes, no, here, I got it. So she started doing the laundry. Well, we fell asleep and never put them in the dryer. You know, put my clothes in the dryer. So I left for work, and we get into this massive fucking fight during work because she got fired again. She gets fired. She's had like 3 jobs in the last 2 months.
Why does she get fired all the time?
Don't you think that's a red flag?
That's a little bit of a red flag.
Oh yeah, that's the red flag. Okay, yeah, I missed. That's the first one, I guess. No, I'm sitting there thinking every article of clothing I own is at that fucking woman's house. You know, and I'm real careful not to leave anything there. I don't even have a toothbrush there.
Yeah.
You know, because I've been through this shit before, and then it's a struggle to get your shit back, or you just write it off. And I'm sick of writing my shit off. You know, I don't want to lose any more stuff.
I get it.
So,
and it's all of your clothes too. All your Schmalice man uniforms, everything.
Yeah, well, yeah, I usually get those dry cleaned, but my when I'm casual, like I've got some polo shirts that I can wear sometimes, instead of my polo uniform. So, but I had some of those. Yeah, just all my clothes, every pair of jeans I have, all my socks, all my underwear. So, and my gym clothes, which I wear sleeveless shirts at the gym, constantly. That's what I'm known for.
Right, you said that you take selfies in the gym with the sleeveless shirts.
Yeah, and so and so I have all my favorites, man. They smell terrible. They're just old T-shirts that I cut the sleeves off of. They're not. I mean, they're not. It's not like expensive activewear, but they fit perfectly. I love them, and they're mine.
Right.
Like so we get this huge fight. So she calls me and says, "Hey, your laundry is all over the fucking yard, you dick."
Oh, that's not nice.
Come on.
Come get it, all your wet laundry. And I was thinking, wait a minute. It was washed last night, and I know she had a bunch of her laundry to do. And I know that she would have probably just put it in the dryer early this morning. And I'm putting it all together. The detective in me is like putting all the clues in. I'm like, well, why would it be wet? I guarantee she dried it. Like, even though it was before we fell asleep, it wasn't in the dryer, but I guarantee she dried it. Then I found out she fucking threw my shit in the yard and turned the water hose on and hosed it all down.
That's annoying.
And, yeah, so after we have this big fight and everything, we work it out, I guess. I'm like, what? Stop being so crazy, whatever. And we work it out, and she goes, okay, well, I guess I'll go pick up your laundry and rewash it for you. I was like, you really did put it out in the fucking yard?
Yeah, what an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got it right before the call today, right before I called in, I get the, we need to talk.
Not
text.
Again.
Oh, my God.
Dude, and you have no idea what it's about this time?
None. No idea whatsoever. No telling.
But I feel like, Claude, I'm going to say it, I feel like you secretly, deep down, love the psychotic behavior.
He loves it.
You feed into this psychotic behavior, and if it wasn't this psychotic, I feel like you'd be bored.
Well, I long for boredom, though,
Okay.
Like, I have this guilt, like, I when it's good, when we get along fantastically. But when we're fighting, it's like 0 to 100. It's like the worst.
Do you think she's bipolar?
But why do you keep her around? Because you love the roller coaster.
Yeah.
No, it's more like I feel guilty. Like she starts to make me feel like I'm at fault, for things, and I'm sure I am to some extent, but not egregiously. I'm not cheating on her.
Right.
I joke about cheating on her, but I don't cheat on her. I haven't had the opportunity yet. But that's another thing. I can't say no to people. So yeah, man. And so she it's just it's like I feel I'm got the save a hoplex, I feel like, man, what would she do without me? Like she couldn't make it without me. And I'm thinking, man, she's made it 4 years without me. What like. She'll be fine.
Yeah. So, like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So I don't. She keeps losing her job, man, and I'm, paying her bills.
Save a hoe.
Yeah.
Captain
I didn't know
Save a Ho
this.
right here.
Yeah, Captain Save a Ho right here.
She tried to tell me the other night that somebody stole her car. What does that tell you?
Nobody
The
stole
car's
her
not-
car.
You stole her
Exactly.
car?
Nobody
Yeah, I'll tell you
knows.
who-
Somebody
I'll tell you who stole the car. A
When-
tow truck stole the car from the bank.
Oh,
wonder.
shit.
Yeah, it was repossessed. Their car gets repossessed. I didn't know. I didn't know she was blind. And so she's at home, 3 kids, no car, fired that same day that the car was repossessed.
Is that your problem, though?
It seems to be, according to her.
Wait, did she blame you for this?
No, but she's blaming me. Like, we got in this huge fight last night or whatever, and she's blaming me for abandoning her, and she's got abandonment issues and all this shit, and I found a car for her that I was gonna go buy, just a cash car. She was pissed at me because I wouldn't co-sign for her. I have excellent credit, man. I'm not gonna fucking co-sign for that.
Yeah, no, there's no way you would ever co-sign for her or anybody in this world.
Ever.
Maybe like
Never.
your kid when they
Maybe my
first buy a
kid.
car. Right.
Yes, that's it, man. And she's, as a cop, they analyze your debt to income ratio to keep an eye on your on corruption.
Right.
Yeah.
So once a year, I have to go through a credit check, and they analyze my debt to income ratio. And if I've got some car in there that throws off my debt to income ratio, I go on their radar for possible corruption.
Yeah, no, not worth it. Especially since this probably won't last more than another couple of months, realistically.
I don't know. The pussy's so good, though, man.
But
It is
that's why
so
you
good.
stay.
Exactly.
And she
yeah.
Well, she keeps like holding the butthole over my face, like teasing me with it, like the carrot in front of the donkey.
Oh, did you do that on Valentine's Day? Because Valentine's Day, you said you were trying to pop her fucking balloon knot.
Yes, and I did not because she got drunk and sick.
Oh.
You said you were going to dig an extra hole in her that night, and you took like fucking 50 milligrams of Viagra or something like that.
I was bursting at the blood vessels in my dick that night. And so she was like bending over the toilet puking, and I said, you know what, I'm going for it. I fucking ripped her pants off, and I started trying to get it in while she was all over the toilet. She was falling asleep, and she just kind of rolled over on her stomach, and I just mounted on top. I got it in, man. I finished.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. I didn't get it in the butt, but man, I guess I should have tried. I probably could have.
You probably could have that night. You just lube it up a little bit.
Yeah. What is she like? One time, I always joke around with her, like, man, why don't you let me lick your ass? Let me do that. And she's like, no, she won't even barely let me go down on her. And she's real self-conscious for some reason. So she was just, every time she's standing there naked, I grab her real hard by the hips from behind, and I bury my face in her crack. And I try to, like motorboat her ass cheeks and get my tongue in there, because I think when she feels it, she's gonna feel how good it is, and she's got to change her mind.
Do you start with a finger ever or no?
Well, I've tried. Every time I get close to it, she's like, hey, what are you doing? Don't do that. Now I've tried the surprise method, where I just grab her by the hips and bury my face in her butt real fast.
Well, you got to do the quick pull out. You know how like you accidentally pull out and accidentally shoot it in, but shoot it in the wrong hole. I
have tried that. I was denied by the gates of that castle were fortified.
That hurts like a motherfucker when you're penetrating and you penetrate too hard and it slips from one hole to the other hole accidentally.
Oh, I can imagine.
Wink, accidentally, and you're just like feeling.
Yeah, and I literally go through the ceiling when that happens.
Like your entire life is flashed before your eyes at that moment because it's in fucking dry.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, man, we had some. I keep trying to on New Year's Eve. I tried to talk her into going to a swingers club, a sex club.
Oh, all right.
And like down here, we have. I don't know. I haven't really like done any sex exploring in other cities, so I don't know how it works. But here we have these swingers clubs, and they're not exact. I mean, they're for swingers, but they're more of they're kind of a sex club also, like
Yeah.
there's no rules. And you pay a membership fee at the door, and when you go in, and then you pay your entry fee. Well, the membership fee makes it to where it's a private facility, so you can't get arrested for lewdness in public.
Oh. Okay.
So it's on premise. So your swingers clubs, you have on premise and off premise clubs, and off premise clubs serve alcohol, and you just meet the couples there and dance or whatever, and then go somewhere else, to hook up. Well, on premise means they can't sell alcohol, but it's BYOB. So you can bring all the liquor you want, and it's fucking asses and elbows Caligula in there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and there's some of them have like dungeons and fetish rooms and stuff. There's one place that closed down. It was called The Cave, and they had this one room, and it was nothing but women's shoes.
Yeah, I have one friend that is obsessed with high heels. Like for his birthday, I'll literally just send him a picture of my feet wearing high heels.
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw that picture. That was a sexy fucking picture. If I wasn't into feet or heels before, I would be now. That was a great picture. There was something really sexy about that. Like it really made me question what I'm really into. But yeah, and there was one of the places had this. It was nothing but showers in there, like shower bays, and it wasn't for showering. It was for getting pissed on. It was a golden shower room.
Oh, nice. In the bathtub.
Yeah. We have this place here in Houston called Eyes Wide Shut, and this place is like nothing. I mean, I never participate here, but I go to watch because you just got to see it. Like these are things that you just got to see. Like I don't get it. I don't participate because I can't imagine the diseases that are in there.
Yeah,
I just can't.
And it's all like creepy people in there too.
These are creepy people.
Yeah.
But Eyes Wide Shut is a tranny-friendly sex club that's kind of based around the idea of an adult bookstore, like an arcade.
Oh.
Like the old Times Square peep shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a central. There's all these little rooms around there that have glory holes in them, and glory holes are illegal in this county.
Are they really?
Yeah. And every once in a while they'll board them up because they'll get raided, and then some just very creative cocksucker figures out a way to get a new hole drilled in there.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and there's websites where you can go to track the glory holes in this area.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and they're like, hey, go to the Home Depot on, this street, third stall in the men's restroom. I just drilled this hole, and they'll put a picture of it.
Oh my god.
You're definitely on there.
Yeah, you're definitely on there, Claude.
Oh, yeah. I'm fascinated by it. So I'm follow all of them. I know where all of them are. And but see, if I were going to engage in this activity, the reason I would do it is because there's a possibility that it's a woman on the other side. It's not, but there's a possibility, so that makes it not gay.
But then it doesn't matter because you don't know who it really is, so it's mind over matter. You know what I mean?
It's mind over matter.
Yeah.
And then when you pull your dick back and you see a mustache, I mean, some women have mustaches.
Some women have mustaches.
No. But no, I'm kidding. But so you can track the glory holes. Well, this place has glory holes in every fucking. It's kind of like they raised both middle fingers to the city and said, "Fuck you, come take our glory holes," and they put them in all the rooms. So they have all these rooms, and then they have a big like bedroom with a bed in it, and that's where they have gangbang Mondays.
Oh.
So you register online, and then when you get there, they give you a special price. It's a $10 entry fee, and they give you like a wristband, I guess, so that you come and go all day. And then you're allowed in. The people at the gangbang have pre-approved you because you've pre-done it. So they've seen your picture and everything, and when you pre-register. So they approve that you can go in. So you get the wristband, and you get to go in and enter the gangbang. And so it was. The thing is, though, the crazy thing is, it could be a woman, it could be a man, it could be a transvestite, it could be a transsexual. It doesn't matter. It's Gangbang Monday, and they have time slots for the gangbangs.
Oh my God, that's kind of fascinating. There's actually.
I know.
I want to go too.
Well, next time we go and visit you in Texas, or when we finally visit you in Texas, where you're going to take us there so we could just witness
Oh,
this.
hell yeah. Oh, we're going to go on a sexcapade. Well, I'll take you to all, and then, no, the sex clubs are very high class and very high dollar.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
good.
This place is a $10 entry fee. Okay, so like, so
Such high
This is-
class.
this is the seediest, nastiest, and I've been to it a million times because I had to see it. I didn't get involved in
Yeah,
it.
I don't even want to get involved. I would be so creeped out because you'd get that squatty little fuck that looks like Ron Jeremy that's covered in like
Yes.
hair that smells, that is just creepily like trying to finger blast you, and that just scares
Yes.
the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
But like I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
see this stuff. We actually, one of my friends and I, we want to go to a place around here. It's called like Cherry Bomb or something like that. And it has glory holes and they do like all these live shows. And we're like, we found out we were like dying to go and see what it actually is inside because it's right around the corner and it's open and it's with COVID still. So technically you
Yeah.
have to wear a mask in there. So, but it's like, I just have to see it and nobody's going to know who I am because I'm wearing a mask.
Right. Oh, it's perfect. It's
Yeah.
like they do. They're before COVID, they would do masquerade balls at the sex clubs, and that way everybody could wear a mask, and you could go completely anonymous.
Oh,
That's even better.
yes. I love that.
Yeah. And they would, but it was a mask over the eyes, not over the mouth. But they kind of like Eyes Wide Open or Eyes Wide Shut the movie.
Yeah.
But these places, the actual swingers clubs are really nice, and it's like $100 entry fee, and then a $50 membership fee, and then like a $20 bottle fee or whatever. So it's about $175, $200 to get in for the night,
Yeah.
and they're open till 5 a.m. and it's
Oh.
BYOB, and so you can really save money by doing it because two people can drink a whole lot more than $200 at a bar.
And aren't
you know.
ladies free? Like the one by us, Cherry
Yeah,
Bombs or
single
whatever,
ladies.
ladies are free, I think, right?
Always, yeah, always, yeah. Single ladies, and they'll let single men. They'll let them come on Wednesdays and Fridays, but Saturdays is couples only and single women only. And they have it. Some of them are kind of funny because they have it blocked off to where the single guys are in one section, and then they have to be invited down from the section.
So what do they do?
You
Just
know-
like stand as wallflowers until they get
Yeah.
picked?
They stand there hanging out with the swinging dicks drinking until one of the couples deems them okay to come down.
Oh my God.
And then they got in trouble legally for doing that. They said it was discriminatory because a bunch of people said
Give
that
me
they
a
were
break.
nobody was picking the black guy or the Mexican guy or the white guy or whatever because
Jesus
that-
Christ.
so they had to change the whole thing, and so it became to where now they just let everybody mingle. But they have like a dungeon in one of them, so they have a dance floor, and then you meet the couples on the dance floor. It's you can dance naked, whatever the women can. But then they have the back section where where the fucking goes down. Like the front section is where the light teasing goes down. The back section is where people get down to nasty business.
Yeah.
And there's a hot tub there. I can't even imagine in my wildest fucking dreams getting into a hot tub at a fucking swingers club.
I feel like you would have age just by dipping your big toe in there.
yes.
I know, yeah. Just that the cum swirling stew that's in there. I can't even.
Oh.
I would
Yeah,
not be
no.
okay with that.
I can't
No,
even
not at
take
all.
A fucking COVID test of my nose.
Right.
Oh, right.
I feel
And,
like no.
hell
Yeah,
fucking no.
No, that's disgusting.
And there's a place here called Colette, Club Colette, and they have one in Dallas and one in Houston. And Dallas is notoriously true Houstonians hate Dallas. Okay, I'm like fourth generation and from Houston. I fucking detest Dallas. I hate it. I don't think it's part of Texas. And real Texans feel that way. But but anyway, Dallas is very nice, very upscale, high dollar, everything. Houston's kind of the slummy slummier of the two.
Yeah.
But that the swingers clubs up there, there's a million of them, and they are all very high class. And Dallas is the land of plastic surgery, so the women up there are top notch. Like, I hate giving them credit for that, but I have to say that. I mean, it's one of the, besides Malibu, California, maybe Fort Lauderdale, there's more hot women like per capita in Dallas than any other city.
Oh shit.
And yeah. Oh man, yeah. So when you get there, like when you go to the swingers clubs up there, it is like, I mean, they're classy people. You know, the swingers clubs down here are like, you know, prime example, the most populated, like in the swingers clubs, you're almost guaranteed if you talk to another couple, that guy is going to be some kind of, you know, construction worker, some kind of trade, and the woman is going to be a teacher's aide or a teacher.
Yeah.
Teachers are the
that's how it is here too.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
man.
how it is here. Absolutely.
And once in a while you'll get like the attorneys, you know, like they'll have a classy night. You'll see a lot of attorneys there, a lot of judges and shit like that. But you know, you do see a lot of cops in there too.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Cops are fucking assholes, man. I mean, you know,
well, they're
like sexual deviance.
They're notorious cheaters. Every cop I know is a cheater.
Notorious. There's a lot of it's because it exudes dominance, man. There's a lot of cops that just, you know, and I work with guys like that. I mean, at least I'm open about, you know, I'm open about it. I'm an open book.
Yeah, about your sex addiction.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
So you tried to bring UN pussy there, and she didn't go with you.
Well, she's always talking about how her pussy's gonna rock your world. Wow, you know, that one of those kind of people. You know, one of those type of chicks. My pussy is just. People have left their wives for my pussy. You know, I mean. So
she says that to you.
Oh yeah, I mean that's good. You know, it's keeping me around, but I mean it's not like groundbreaking. And you know, I'm not, you know, leaving a wife and kids for her or anything. See, now, Addie, you would be the type of pussy a guy would leave his wife and kids for.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no shit, bro.
Well, I don't have any of your exclusive pictures. You can feel free to send them.
I can't even keep a guy around for more than a year.
What year? That's a fucking marathon.
This last relationship was about 5 months. Wasn't even a relationship.
I'm good for about 3 to 4 myself. That's about it.
Right? And then you're like, all right, next.
Yeah, either next or I don't know if I'm just not meant to be in a relationship or if I'm just a selfish guy.
Some people aren't meant to.
I don't think that you might be not meant to be in a relationship.
Some people just aren't meant to.
Yeah. You know, like I have my stuff. I have my house. I have, you know, the way I don't want to share it, you know.
I get that.
UN pussies, you know, she's been talking about, she's like, well, with our combined incomes, I can move and get a bigger house.
Combined income? She doesn't even have a fucking job. She just got fired from her third job.
Third job in 2 months, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, red flag right there, Claude.
Red flag.
Yeah, you know, she's got a master's degree. You know, she gets a good job.
Some people are just lazy. It's not even about what they can do. It's about what they're willing to do and what they actually do.
You know, she's not lazy, but what she is, I've noticed, is like, she comes in and acts like she fucking knows everything, you know, and they try to tell her, like, she got fired this time because the guy asked her to, her boss, she was like the right-hand man to this big boss, and he said, hey, look, I need a spreadsheet, but I need this chart put into a pie chart. Can you do that? And I need it for this meeting in 2 hours. And she goes, yeah, I can do that. I know how to do that. She had no idea how to fucking do it. She couldn't figure it out. She didn't get it done.
Oh,
so the guy,
that's what I do every day. Like, that's what people ask me to do every fucking day.
But you do it, and you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so instead of saying, I don't know. Yeah. Instead of saying, I don't know how to do that. You know, I can't do that in 2 hours. Can someone else do it? And the guy like, oh yeah, sure. I just need it done. That's what would happen. But she fucking pretends to know everything, you know? And so instead of just saying, I don't know, she said, oh yeah, sure, I know how to do that. And then she couldn't figure it out. She couldn't get it done in time.
Yeah. So they launched her to get somebody else that actually knows how to do it.
but they also lost her. I mean, that was one reason, but she does that. She rubs people the wrong way. Like people that have been there, people have been there 4 or 5 years, and then they come in and they're like, here, I'm training you. This is how you do it. She's, I know how to do that. I know how to do that. And they're like, maybe, but this is how you do it here. And then she doesn't give people a chance to teach her.
Right.
So she wants to act like she knows everything. Well, so that rubs people the wrong way. Well, then, she's got 3 fucking kids and they're all, sick all the time. And so she worked at this place 7 days. In 7 days, she called in sick one day. Another day, her kid was sick, so she couldn't come in. And then another day, her car was quote unquote stolen, so she couldn't come in. In 7 fucking days, she missed 3 days.
No, yeah, and that was her first 7 days there.
First 7 days.
Yeah, no, there's no shot in hell that I would, if I was a boss, I would give that person another shot. No way.
They're like, hey, adios, man. It's not working out.
Even the worker, I would be embarrassed.
I'd be mortified.
I would
Yep.
never
Me
do
too.
that.
Yeah.
I would never.
And she can't figure out why she keeps getting fired. And she's done the same pattern with these last 3 jobs. Like, I've watched it. Like, she'll call me from home at 10 o'clock. I'm like, where are you? She's like, I'm at home. I called in today. You just started that job.
Yeah. Well, she wants somebody to fucking pay for her, apparently.
Yeah, that, I don't know, man. I guess so. She's one of those people that self-sabotages,
Right.
I think.
Right.
Yeah,
a lot of people do that.
Yeah, and then she blames it on me,
But like you should be running for the hills and you're not.
I should be. I know I should be. Eventually I have to, man.
Well, you even say that relationships don't play out more than like 3 to 4 months with you. So
yeah, we're in month 4 right now, and we've already broken up like 8 times.
All right. Well, probably another month, and then you'll be on to somebody new, back on Double List.
Yeah,
come to New York.
Yeah, come to New York, Claude. We'll take you out.
Oh, no kidding, man. Oh my gosh. Has Cuomo lifted the bans on everything yet?
No, it's still 10 p.m.
11.
Oh, geez.
Oh, it's 11 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because COVID knows how to tell time.
Right.
And if you sit down, it can't get you, but if you stand up,
exactly. That's right. They were, for a while there, they were trying to tell us down here to wear your mask while you eat and only pull it down to put the fork in your mouth.
Shut the fuck up. Come on.
That's exactly what the response they got. Yeah. So, I mean, just so stupid.
It's so stupid.
And of course, the police department has got to, be the pocket pussy of society, let everybody fuck us. And we got to, just bend over for everything.
Yeah.
And so, I got to, and I can't tell you how many times people have called in and complained, I saw a deputy of yours not wearing a mask. And he wasn't social distancing either. And he had his nose under his mask.
Yeah,
give me a
them
break.
Kick rocks.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so if you get a good boss, they're like, okay, ma'am, I will make a note. And then but then you've got the ones who are all gung ho and on board with all this bullshit, and they're like, it is imperative that you wear that mask correctly at all times.
I never wear my mask correctly. I have to say, it's always under my nose.
Why? Oh yeah, me too, man.
I don't wear a period.
Alex doesn't wear a period. She just doesn't remember to wear it ever. We'll be walking in and leaving restaurants, and I'm like, Alex, put on your fucking mask. And she'll be like, God damn it.
Listen, I'm healthy. I don't need to wear the fucking mask.
Right.
Goodbye.
And that's when I get confronted, when I'm not in uniform, when I get confronted and they say, hey, what about your mask or something? I just want to say, well, so what you're saying is I'm not wearing a mask, but you are, so you don't believe that your mask works.
Exactly.
Why are you even wearing one?
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. If the masks work, then why do I have to wear one?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
If the vaccine works, why do I need to get a vaccine?
Yeah.
You have it. I don't need to have it then.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Right.
Fuck out of my fucking face.
I agree, man. What I've heard about that vaccine is that it's genetically altering.
Yes.
So
I've heard that too. It's fertility. It fucks with fertility. It fucks with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so if you haven't had kids or don't plan to later and you get it, you can have all kinds of birth defects, man. Autism, fucking 3 heads, whatever. And I'm not. That's not conspiracy theory. That's straight fact.
No,
I
this
mean,
is medical. Yeah, I refuse to get it. You
I'm
could
not getting
No,
it.
Alex and I are. I don't get the flu shot. I don't get
get
anything.
the flu shot either.
I don't even take an Advil
neither.
when I'm sick. Literally, I don't even.
Yeah.
Only if I'm in like crazy chronic pain will I take like 2 Aleve every once in a blue moon.
I'm the same way. I've done enough
Me too.
damage to my liver.
Yeah. Plus, we're all immune to it because I'm like an ex fucking crackhead junkie that I feel like the amount of shit that I put in my body at this point, like I've weeded any type of disease out.
Literally.
Yeah.
If I
Right.
could go to Pasha and like feel that sickness,
Yeah.
I'm good.
I've sniffed so much coke off of toilet seats and random dive bars.
Me too.
Right? That
Me
it's like
too.
all that fucking disgusting shit that I've like inhaled over the past couple of years. I think I'm okay.
That is so great. Oh my gosh. Y'all are good girls. Man.
Well, Claude,
Yeah, well,
thank
you for coming on.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on again. We love having you on, and we are definitely going to come down to Texas one day and just have a shit
Definitely.
show of a fucking party with you once everything
I
opens
can't
up.
wait.
Are
That would be
you guys
phenomenal.
on like crazy lockdowns there too, or no? Or is it a little bit
No.
freer?
No, we don't give a shit.
All right,
Let's go.
I mean,
let's go.
Harris County, Houston, you got to wear a mask here and there, but
Yeah,
nobody-
but same here. We don't care.
Yeah, we don't care. You have to wear
Yeah.
one everywhere you go.
yeah. And so I see the people wearing fucking gloves and a face mask in their car, and I just want to pull them over and give them a ticket for being a fucking idiot.
By themselves,
Oh,
right? They're like by
I-
themselves.
I flip them off
Yes.
every time. I'm like, fuckhead.
Absolutely. Well, man, talking to you guys is therapeutic. Thank you for having me on here.
Anytime, Claude.
We love
And
you.
we love you, and we'll talk to you in 10 episodes.
Sounds good. I'll see y'all then.
All right, guys. Well, that was another doozy of a Claude episode.
Yep.
Every 10th episode, if you guys don't know, we have Claude on just because I love him to death. He always has some fun stories for us. He's a regular. If the audio is a little bit staticky, we apologize. He's calling in all the way from Texas, but I love him anyway, so we excuse the audio.
Exactly.
All right, guys, before we cut out, we are going to get into Confession Corner.
Okay, so the first one. I spilled beans in an old lady's hair on her birthday. To set the stage, I was 19 years old, waiting tables at a chain restaurant. And in my section, I was being pushed into a table that seated 16 people, and the dread was already starting to set in. The family couldn't be any sweeter, actually. And the guest of honor was a little old lady turning 92. Everything is going well, and I'm serving the side plates to each guest, along with the servings of rice and beans. I feel my tray starting...
Keep going.
I feel my tray starting to shift to one side, but I overcorrect and one bean bowl sloshes over enough for a few beans, and the bean juice flies onto the edge, onto the old woman's head, hovering over her cocktails too. The slosh of beans, to my absolute horror, lands smack dab in the middle of her hair and her bun. As I'm bracing for the oh my god, I look around and see that no one noticed. So I just didn't react. I kept serving the family the rest of their meals. Every time I walk around the table, I could see it. The splattered beans in her white pillowy hair. And the family none the wiser. All is said and done. We wrap up their dining experience with a corporate birthday song, and they go on their way.
I would have died
I
laughing
can't
at
even
that.
read it because I'm fucking crying laughing.
I would laugh my ass off if I accidentally spilled beans in some old lady's hair while working in a Tex-Mex
Me
restaurant.
too. I can't even fucking read the rest of this shit.
Okay, guys, next confession. We're only doing 2 because this next one is very long. Okay, I stuck another girl's pencil up my vag and gave it back to her in 8th grade, circa 2007. I was really unpopular in middle school and badly bullied by the same group of popular girls for years. I was poor, wore clothes that didn't fit, had terrible acne, and had an unfortunate mishap of over tweezing that left me with almost no eyebrows. I also have very abnormally short, pudgy fingers. I got called pizza face, midget hands, etc. all the time. I blossomed at around 17, and people from back then barely recognize me now. I'm pretty confident, but the bullying still haunts me. Anyway, in 8th grade, there was this really pretty, mean, popular girl we called Allison. She was one of the worst to me and would come up to me and get my attention like she wanted to talk to me, just to make some really unnecessarily put down that embarrassed me in front of the class. Well, one day I was walking down the hall alone and found her pencil on the floor. I knew it was hers because she used it a lot. It was purple, sparkly, mechanical pencil with a silver grip cover. I took it home and wondered what to do with it. I thought about keeping it because I really liked it. So it was so pretty, and my mom couldn't afford to get me pencils like that. But I knew if I used it at school, Allison would notice and demand it back. I fantasized that I would give it back to her and be a hero for finding it, and she'd thank me and we'd become friends, but I knew that was just a fantasy and it would never happen. I then thought about all the mean comments she made and decided I wanted revenge. So first I licked the pencil, then I rubbed it against the outside of my vag, then I stuck it up my vag, and I put it in the side compartment of my backpack and took it to school. That morning in home base, I took it out and approached Allison and said, "Allison, isn't this your pencil?" She looked me up and down disgusted and said, "No." Then the sweetest girl ever, Sadie, came over and said, "That's my pencil," grabs it gently from my hand and said, "Thanks. The pencil just looks similar to the purple one Allison used. I feel terrible about it to this day."
Whoops.
Whoopsies. Sorry, Sadie. You got a vag pencil back.
Bitch.
She's probably like biting the eraser with it.
Ew.
Ew. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning into our latest episode. Go follow us on social media. Disappointed But Not Surprised is our Instagram. Disappointed But Not Surprised Pod. And go listen to our partners, Pass the Gravy. They're Pass the Gravy Pod on social media. They have a fantastic, for the guys out there listening, they have a fantastic sports episodes. They talk about football, hockey, all that stuff. So Pass the Gravy. And we will see you guys next week. Brr!
Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised.